I think a lot of people online that was looking at his videos reported him to the authorities. I really do, because you see, the police said they are fully aware of these videos that he's been putting out and the things he was saying. So Moreno was originally released on parole due to a lack of space in detention facilities. This has previously meant migrants haven't been fully interviewed and vetted by authorities, which usually takes around 3 days before they're let into the US. Well, according to ICE, they said that the Biden administration reliance on alternatives to detention, which currently includes over 1 million people, is nothing short of a failure. So they had this guy in detention and they let him go. And ICE is blaming Biden's policy as the reason on why they had to let him go. We have witnessed yet another individual who was allowed entry into the US under the ATD program only to abscond and make TikTok videos explaining how to break the law. The question stands: how many thousands more are out there unaccounted for after fleeing this program? Moreno has been seen living in Columbus. His listed point of contact in the US was the Catholic Charities in Miami, according to ICE documents. ICE in Miami mailed Moreno an immigration court date in November of 2022 after he never appeared in person, according to sources. You know what? I bet you the majority of them don't appear. I bet you the majority of them don't show up for those court dates. So, anyway, now, the ICE Alternatives to Detention program, despite its multi-billion-dollar budget, is failing to meet necessary standards and has alarmingly high absconders. So these people disappear and they're no longer able to track them. And Moreno is one of those folks. So when they can't track these people down, they just simply remove them from the program. This underscores a lack of accountability and allows illegal aliens to commit further crimes before ICE will make them a priority for detention and further removal. The Biden administration markets these policies as solutions, but in reality is merely a smokescreen. Okay. And they said it's a lot of failures in these programs that Biden has set up. And the failure starts at the border. Moreno has become a TikTok influencer, encouraging fellow Venezuelans to swat in homes of U.S. citizens and calling President Biden "mi papa." However, on Thursday, it appears his profile on the platform has been deleted, although he continued to post on Instagram with a video of him flaunting $100 bills from a huge wad. Moreno also frequently shows off supplies purchased using food stamps. He also is seen on Instagram waving a social security card while lying in bed with his baby. On social media, he frequently boasts of his earnings from begging for cash and claiming he makes roughly 1,000 a day. I don't like to work, he tells his followers. Boys in America, there are millions of tricks, millions of things to do, he says, as he outlines how he lives effectively for free in a new country. we've concluded that the American dream is real, he said in a separate post, adding that he has lived for more than a year in the US and never worked. This is food of the best quality that they give you. Subject has been on the national news, being viral on TikTok, encouraging illegal immigrants. ICE documents obtained by the state of Moreno, in Ohio. Moreno also claimed child services is investigating him for using his baby daughter in posts about scamming and begging. However, that is to appear to be a scam. This is according to the police there. We're not aware of any investigation involving this individual in child services. Now, if the police aren't aware of it, maybe he just made all of that stuff up, Moreno. You know what I mean? To drum up sympathy and people sending him money. He could have done it for that reason. Moreno claims that he traversed 12 countries to reach the US and has tried to seek asylum in Canada last year alongside his wife. But ultimately, they came to America because they didn't give out free stuff up north. Mm-mm-mm. They didn't give us a hotel they promised, and he said in the video to his Instagram account last year, they give us a month and then kick us out. Didn't give us the papers they promised, didn't give us a job, didn't give us asylum. After his wife gave birth, Moreno shared from the hospital that the couple didn't pay anything to have their daughter, thanking Papa Biden for paying. The Venezuelan migrant also instructs followers to carry out scams, such as claiming abandoned vehicles to sell for scrap and giving tips on how to return clothes that have been worn. He also told followers to pretend they're injured to make a leg cast with plastic and Velcro. Work is for slaves, boy. This is what he said. Work is for slaves. Remember that work is for slaves. Where have you seen a millionaire work? Well, Moreno, you ain't no millionaire. Don't humiliate yourself. You have to be creative to ask for money, he said. He said work is for slaves. Work is for slaves. He didn't come here to work. So look like he's off of TikTok, but he's still continuing to post videos on Instagram. And he's not very smart because they can track him down through those videos. Y'all gonna have to tell me what you think about the authorities are now after Moreno here. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.